next?
No better moment. Oak Father, ease my way. Victory awaits. On the move. Moving. Always the same old song. I will ascend. This is your end.
Marching. What have you done? What have you done to me? How dare you interfere? You are like the digits of a hand. It is for you to act, not to decide. You serve the Absolute. You serve me. Bow, you dog. Bow! Prism. You've had it all this time. You worm. You will bow before me. And if you will not bow, you will break. You.
How good it is to see you again, Ketherick. At last you found a godmaster that suits you, it seems.
Aelin, the thief. You stole Isabel from me, and now you think you'll take my life in the bargain?
You dare to speak her name? After your crimes innumerable, you would evoke her before me!
Enough! This ends, here and now. At last.
He will crumble at the power of your touch. Give him all you have. The gods fight at our side!
Speak, they burn. With ease.
Focus your attack, soldiers.
Got to move.
Don't get too close.
And I thought we were going to be friends. Quickly. Serious. It's Alibi.
Enough. My lord beckons me. You must return to your prison, and my daughter must be reclaimed.
Your daughter? Isabel.
As sure as she. This has only begun.
That tentacle was colossal. How can such a thing be possible? On the move.
Swords meet sorcery. With haste.
Tentacle has taken him below. If I'm to end the bastard, I've got to follow.
That helped.
The General will call that a tactical retreat, I'm sure. But you have him on the run. That thing he summoned was illicit. Follow it below and find him, before he has a chance to subdue the Night Song again.
And of course I'm still not done. Fuck.
I certainly do. You have numbers enough already, I think. You'll want a small force, if you are to finish this quickly. Good hunting. Let me at it. The General will call that a tactical retreat. That thing he summoned was illicit. Follow it below and find him. Before he has a chance to... I certainly do. Theory and supposition. Ketheric must die. And the Absolute with him. We will work out the details as they rear their ugly head. If our luck holds, they... But the sooner we reach Ketheric and rob his army of their reason to fight, the better. You have numbers enough of... Good.
For the best.
The General... That thing he summoned was illicit. I certainly do. Lead and I follow.
And recruited another individual. Let's go. Jahira. She's another druid. Oh, ouch.
A fine thing. A fine thing to travel in a small pack. A fine thing to travel in a small pack once more. No doubt Ketherick thinks he has escaped us. A fine thing. A fine thing.
The hole yawns back at you, impossibly wide. A single tentacle burrowed through stone.
This must be where they harvest the tadpoles. We're close to the source of the infections.
Look at this. How long has it been sitting under the tower? And how deep does it go?
If you feel you are being... Colony knows we are here. Already I can hear the whispers. If you can call this living. A colony is a sentience, comprised of the collective. For anything outside of that collective, assimilation or annihilation. If it tries to dominate me, turn me against you, well, I have seen you fight. I'm sure you'll be fine.
What's it going to take?
Tread carefully. We are very close to the source of the Absolute now. That telepathic storm has become a tempest.
Strange. They're leaving us be. Do they think we're one of them?
Gods, it's like a charnel house. All these people.
No will sparks behind his eyes. His mind has been hollowed out to better echo the commands of the collective.
A cake thrall. The only way to save it is to kill it.
You could kill it, end its miserable life of enslavement. Surely that would be the humane thing to do. Or you could take advantage of its vulnerability and plunder what's left of its hollow mind for anything that could serve you. Pliant as well-worn boots, his mind turns to his work. Chop, cut, sort, shiver of impact, crack of bone. He removes the brains, digs free the squirming tadpoles, the unworthy ones given over to the illithids, to become.
Part of one mind. 4 little feet dancing to same song.
With a lurch, you realize he means the intellect devourers. Here, the brains are harvested, made part of the hive mind.
Master. No. Down deep. 1 of 3. 1 of 3. Yes. Yes. Please. Pretty red, pretty pink, like more, never think, always chop, chop, chop.
You could kill it, and you could take advantage of its vulnerability. You sought a fight, and now you have one.
Big beat. Not for long. Time for chop.
I think I could go another round.
Free at last. No more chop. Chop. Chop.
Thrill. Oh, yes.
Where to?
Nice.
Prepare the march. My chosen gather below. Not design, but death.
All right.
It will know my design.
Of all the beastly lairs I've had to poke my nose into, the colony is still by far the worst.
Be thankful you don't carry one of their worms inside your skull.
Mind flayers and civilians, side by side. This must be where they infect and transform those they kidnap.
The tadpole nursery, as on the nautiloid. We must not leave it intact.
The device releases a stream of fragmented memories and emotions. All that remains of the pod inhabitant's former self. Amusement, curiosity,
I recommend the latter.
fascination. He believed the horrors of Moonrise to be a fleeting dream that fade on waking. Though the pod is empty, traces of psychic energy still linger about it, and memories of its former inhabitants spill into your mind. You see the streets of Baldur's Gate, the emblem of the flaming fist, martial drills and courtly dances. You feel the courage of a soldier who became a commander, and the intelligence of a commander who became a duke. Ravengard was here, in this pod not long ago. This pod pulsates with the angry memories of Ravengard's search officer, Manip Shurga. She laments her failure to locate him.
Will save us.
Desperation, pain, terror. Cultists raided his village. He was the sole survivor. Your lungs burn with the dry heat of the fires raging about you. But the pain is not enough to diminish your swing. One goblin after another falls to your blade. A man's voice cries out through the thick smoke. Ravengard, you call, but the clang of swords and spell shouts of attacking drow are your only reply. Delirium, mania, laughter. His mind broke before the end, and he was laughing uncontrollably as the skin fell from his face.
Lay down your weapons, please.
You remember the shattered windows of Alteral's High Cathedral, the burning black sky of Avernus beyond. In its horror, the blood war unites you. Tiefling, dwarf, and elf alike huddle behind the shields of your paladin order, waiting for salvation. But when it comes, disunity, the returned city casts your people out, the devils who dragged them down to hell. In the end, it is not your paladin oath that is broken. It is your faith itself. The device does not react to your presence. Courage, conviction, defiance. Even as her organs began to dissolve, she believed she could resist.
The absolute.
The device does not react to your presence. Tadpole forms a telepathic connection with the device, and a chorus of static energy fills your mind. Every mind flayer in the room calls out hungrily from its pod, seeking release and sustenance. But there are others in the pods, those not yet infected, not yet elithid, terrified, desperate to escape. The device is open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Gate machinery. Cold as the sea of night, alien as time to the astral plane. Avert your eyes, close your mind.
This is the easy part. For the fallen. Time to strike.
Eliminate.
Enough! My mind is my own!
Onward. Time to strike. My path be true.
Hells. I didn't think I was going to make it. Thank you. I owe you an explanation. Much more than that. But first, please, the others, the ambush. Tell me they survived. You've heard some of it, I'm sure. That I froze, or broke, or some other lie that is kinder than the truth. We were ambushed by cultists, yes. And then I heard her, their false god, whispering promises in my mind. I would be a paladin again, with a god's purpose, a god's power. Everything I needed to protect my people. And all the while, the cult tortured them. They fought and ran and died around me, while I imagined myself their savior. By the time I regained my senses, it was too late. I did not just surrender to the Absolute. For a moment, I welcomed it. It would be nice to think so, but whatever these monsters twist us into, I believe it begins in us. I won't make excuses. I can't make amends. But I know something of what you came to do. I want to help, if you'll let me. Ketherick is below. He thinks you're no longer a menace. Descend and show him how wrong he is. If there are any more survivors to be found, I'll find them. and lead them out of this place. They have you. Go, my friend. Please, let me do this much.
A fine thing to travel in a small...
Uh-huh. Time for a natter.
Oh, stench. I'm beginning to think I should have stayed in that pod.
Oh.
In there it only smelled like me. Is there any news about Duke Ravengard? Did he get out alive? No. Tell by your expression. Gonna have to fall on my sword, aren't I?
Down.
What is it?
Brine pools.
A
Could
cambion.
empty of tadpoles.
By Grazit's cock, it's about time you came. Thought you'd have figured it out by now. Now, enough sniffing around and get me out of this thing.
Do it, and I'll let Will off his leash. A devil always keeps her promises.
Your eyes turn to the control panel next to the pod. It has 2 devices marked with illithid symbols. The controls are open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
All right.
Good work. I'd give you a gold star, but I'm fresh out. As for the pact... Clause Z, Section 13. If the Soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the Soul Bearer from all obligation within 6 months.
The limpet clings on. Young Will had parasite problems well before the tadpole, it seems.
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you. Not going to happen, but I do like your spunk. Right. I'm out of here. I need a long bath. I'll leave you to your very serious business. But don't you fret. If you survive this place, I'll find you. The pup will be needing me. Count on it. Oh, and ask Will how we met. I've loosened his tongue. It's real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
That's that. You don't